Hey guys, Josh5 here. So, last video in the description, I mentioned that my video editing program Clipchamp was having some issues, which is why it took so long to upload that video. So, and not just upload, but also edit. And now I'm gonna explain why. So, Clipchamp, which is the video editing program that I got from the Microsoft Store, is the program I've been using since my Let's Play of Me site, and I've been using it ever since to make these videos. And YouTube Shorts too, yes. But recently Clipchamp had an update where not a whole lot changed, but some of the features I'm gonna mention now in a second matter enough to where I really don't want to use this program anymore. One of these features, which is the most important one, is apparently Clipchamp for some reason seems to not have the same saving of media files thing going on anymore like it did before. What I'm talking about is essentially when you start a new project and you put in your video files, your pictures, your PNGs, your videos, your GIFs, whatever. And then you work on your project for, let's say, an hour-long video like I do. And then you go out of it because, you got other stuff going on, it took way too long, you can't. A person like me, for example, can only work on video, edit on it for so long, which is not a whole lot. And essentially, whenever I come back to, there is I'm just gonna show it here. This pops up. As you can see, the videos over there on my left window seem to have disappeared. And what it says here is essentially missing assets or whatever. So what does that mean? Well, looking at the latest report to this new update, essentially for some reason Clipchamp isn't able to save the media files that I put into this video project anymore. And so whenever this pops up, when all the missing things go red and everything, I need to manually search the original files that are on my computer back again and need to reinsert it back into the video editing program. Not only is this extremely stupid because, it didn't have this issue before, but it's also extremely tedious, which, when you literally have video files that are over an hour long, like my main video that I've recorded with OBS of my complete original gameplay, it takes fucking forever to load back in. Of course, with the added issue that, Clipchamp crashes sometimes. And, the other feature that also comes into parts, that also explains why why my media files don't get saved, is because for some reason now Clipchamp, it focuses on, it is connected with my OneDrive, and so whenever I want to export a video, whenever I finish editing it, it wants it to save it both on my computer and on my OneDrive. Well, actually, more on my OneDrive than on my computer. Because, whenever it is done uploading on my OneDrive, it actually does, but not on my main computer. I literally have to click on another button where it says upload on my computer, and then it takes another freaking long time to get it on my computer. And unless you click on the button where it says save on OneDrive, I always have to turn that off, so then immediately gets actually just downloaded just itself, I guess, export itself. It doesn't save it anywhere. I still have to manually push the button for it to save on my computer. It has been difficult to deal with this, and that's why it took so long. I started recording this, it's currently like March, beginning of March. I started recording this at like the beginning of February. And it took so fucking long. partially because I had other things going on in life. It was, again, a few busy weeks lately. But again, because of Clipchamp acting up like this. So, yeah. There are, obviously, according to Clipchamp itself, there is an easy way to fix this. I just have to turn on the toggle where it says it will save all the media files I will use for my editing video to save on the OneDrive. So I can just always go onto my OneDrive and just grab the media files there, Now there would be a very easy way to just fix that. If it weren't for the fact that my OneDrive only has, hang on, I gotta look at this again because I constantly forget. 5 gigabytes. Yes. My entire system storage on my OneDrive, maybe it's not directly the same as my computer storage, but yeah, it's essentially just 5 megabytes. And I tried to turn on the toggle on, but it literally says I don't have enough storage for all the media files of everything I ever used on Clipchamp itself. Because I've done these videos on my channel since my MiSide Let's Play, and there have been a lot of different files that I've used for all these videos. And again, all these videos are like over an hour long. My MiSide Let's Play, I definitely remember there was at least one episode that was over 2 hours long. Like, imagine having to wait. Imagine editing a 2-hour long video and then going out of it because you weren't done with it. You still need to do a lot to edit because it's a 2-hour long video. Then you get back to Clipchamp, and then it says, yeah, assets missing. Sorry, search for it again. And then you need to search for your browser files to find the video again, which it isn't hard really if you know where it is. But you've used the computer. It's been a couple of days. You used the computer for other purposes, but you also downloaded other things. So yeah, it kind of does get scrambled across these files, and then when you have it again, great, you found it. But then you need like 30 minutes or something for the video to come back. And then great, you have it again. And then you edit it again. But then obviously you can't finish it because you had to wait fucking 30 minutes or something for the video to come back. Even though now this issue only came up with the Fretbird video, which was just around an hour or so long. Imagine when I have to do this for literally long videos, because yeah, these gameplay videos, it ain't gonna be the first, it ain't gonna be the last time that I'm gonna do like 2-hour long videos. So where do I go from here? Well, I guess I don't want to stop using Clipchamp. It's, again, a very easy editing program, and I don't want to completely give up on it. But what I will have to change is just when I make long videos again, videos that require long editing. It requires long editing because it's so long, especially if it's like gameplay videos, so I want to put in a lot of edits in to make it funny. And I obviously can't use Clipchamp anymore because I am not gonna spend every time I want to use this program, whenever I get back in to edit a video, because I edited it for multiple days and want to get back into it, I constantly have to search the files on my computer again just to get back to editing where I stopped last time. So I'm definitely in search of a new video editing program that I can use for my long videos. I definitely have a couple in mind. I still need to test to see if these work. And if they do, then I'm gonna use them from now on. I'm definitely also then gonna mention then what exactly I'm gonna use. But in terms of other things, I suppose in terms of Let's Plays, I'm probably gonna have to start streaming those. Yes, I've been wanting to do streaming for some while. But yeah, essentially, streaming is gonna be the new format that I'm gonna use to play games. it's gonna be much easier because you know it's live. I'm recording myself live. No need to do any edits, and you know it essentially accomplishes the same thing. Plus, you guys get to actually interact with me live in a live chat, which is gonna be pretty cool. To Google Clipchamp, I guess I'm only gonna use it then maybe for YouTube Shorts or maybe for very short videos, because you know YouTube Shorts are pretty much way easier to do than the normal hour-long videos, because you know they're short. I don't use that many files to use it, and obviously I can do it in a day because they're so short. I guess that's just how it's gonna be. Obviously, then with Let's Plays have become the main thing I've been doing on this channel for a while. If I'm gonna do now live streams of gaming, what am I then gonna do for main videos? Well, I do have actually a couple of plans for that, and if you would look in the description of my YouTube channel, then you would I mentioned there that I would do something very specific on this channel. Subscribe and you'll see what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for my ranting, and bye.